Well, a fine good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. Well, behold, a cemetery. Imagine that. So, let's go explore. We can see there is snow on the ground. We did have, I don't know, a little bit. It's nothing more than a dusting, but I don't know, an inch or so. So I'm in Colchester, Vermont, and we can see this is the old Methodist Cemetery. So let me read you a little bit about this place before we go in. So the Methodist Cemetery. Fanny Munson, daughter of William Munson, was one of the town's earliest settlers and largest landowners. Donated the land on which a brick Methodist church was erected in 1839. The church's location, according to an 1857 map of Chittenden County, was roughly where the present Clausen's greenhouse now stands on Main Street, Vermont 2A. The congregation later moved to its second church, where the Colchester Center Volunteer Fire Station now stands, and the deed for the first parcel was returned to Fanny Munson, according to an article by someone named Degree. Although both the village and the Methodist cemeteries were associated with churches, they were never the property of either church. Still, it can be assumed that burial in the early days was reserved for church members and their families. All right, so let's go inside, and hopefully this gate will open easily. We can hope, right? I always hope for the best. We do have some cemetery regulations. Oh, by the way, this is the fire station right here. I've been to about half of the cemeteries in Colchester at this point, and this is the same signage in each one. All right, I'm going to make a quick stop in my car, and then we're going to go in. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Let's see, how does this thing operate? There we go. Not so difficult. Wow, look at that monument over there. Holy cow. That bad boy is already down. Okay. 6 more and a half a dozen of another. Which way to go? Let's start in the shady portion and go on from there. Now, if you've been watching my cemetery videos, you know that I talk about how the ground is underfoot, and that's so that you don't have to wonder, as I do as I approach. I have to say, under snow, it's especially interesting to walk. There's this lone one way over here. Let's go see if we can see who this is. I think there may have been writing on the other side, but there's some sort of design on the other side. Maybe you noticed in the video. Hard to say. There's some writing on this side. I will say what I love about this time of the year is how few people are going to be out and about. I know. But if you watch my behind the scenes video, you can understand why I may feel that way. If you want to see all my photographs, by the way, you can see them on Instagram, Traveling for History. One L in traveling. The downside, of course, is you can't get the full view of these smaller headstones. Benjamin C. Sanford. I think it says private. First, Vermont. It's 1942. I guess he died in 1942. That would make sense. He's a World War U.S. veteran. All right. American Legion. Another place to see all my photos is my Facebook page, Traveling for History. As for text, I tend to put all of the text on my website, travelingforhistory.com or travelingforhistory.org. Either one will get you there. Another veteran, private first class in the Army. And this bronze plaque is upside down. What the heck, folks? What the heck? In case you're wondering about the temperature, it's about, last I said it was like 26 degrees Fahrenheit. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. So, and I know that 18 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to negative 8 Celsius. So 26, what would that be? Negative 5, negative 4. And then there is a wind on top of it. To say it's cold today is about right. Oh, wow. Fire Captain John Richard Myers, 1967 to 2013. Wow, that's not very old. What is that? 46? 45 or 46? That'd be right? Yeah. Wow. That's young. I wonder if he died in the line of duty. A World War II Navy veteran. I don't know what MM stands for in the Navy. I'm better with Army ranks. My bet is that's a rate. When I took junior ROTC, Reserve Officers Training Corps, in high school, we were told that there were rates and ranks in the Navy. Rates were ranks were officers and rates were not. So I don't know if that's true for this gentleman, but even so, I remember learning that many moons ago. I think this actually has an ultra wide. No, that's not it. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, I just got a new phone. So hopefully everything will be perfectly fine in this video. My first video with it. So Lauren Joseph Schick Jr., Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, Korea. November 16, 1933 to December 29, 2020. Beloved husband, father, and grandfather. And some mistletoe. Yeah. And there's a chair out here. Someone must come visit. I'm glad of that. It always bothers me when I'm in an old cemetery and I know darn well no one has come to visit in a very, very long time. And maybe you feel that way too. But we can see a chair. Wow. Dogs, cats, chickens. Did I see a sheep in there too? I did. And a sheep. I may be feeling sheepy because I didn't notice it right away. Oh, so bad, I know, so bad. Abbott. So we have Sherwood Wilson, who lived from 34 to 03, and Beatrice Eva, could be Ava, who lived from 33 to 2011. And let me just make sure y'all can see that. Oh, that is, I've never seen anything like that before. That is absolutely adorable. All right, let's go back up here. The upside of walking a cemetery, and this one's not that big, is I get all this exercise. I don't know what those tracks are. Are those from bunnies? My footprints are the only ones here. So he was a World War vet. My guess World War One. The outside, the ground is incredibly uneven right here. You may have noticed that from my oof. That's metal. Ooh, a Union veteran, a Union soldier, died in 1902. Let's see how far back I can walk. This. Going around the other side. No one on this side. Okay. No one's on this side. And over here. Nope. You might be able to tell the ground is on. There's an angle here. Yeah. Ooh, such small gravestones. But I'm thinking these say mother, father, that kind of thing. I mean, they could still be children, but my bet is they say something about mother, father. Can't tell. Oh, veterans galore right here. I love the interesting scroll work here. You see that? Isn't that lovely? And it's on both sides. Corporal G.P. Carey, Company B, 11th U.S. Cavalry. And I can see on the side he's a Union soldier. There is something down here. I don't know what that says. Perhaps we can figure it out together. If you figure it out, please put in the comments below. I always appreciate when folks do that. I have a couple of men who will give me information in the comments below. So thank you in advance if you're able to do that. All right, some words on this side. Well, that monument is really just... I've said this in a few videos, I'll say it again. Frosties don't care who you were in life. Well, who we are in life. Clearly. I see another one right over there that's down as well. There is a group called the Vermont Old Cemetery Association, VOCA. First of all, apparently there are cemeteries that have donated the information on the inscriptions. Put that on the VOCA website, and for hopefully so people can figure out who is who. Well, this is or what it says rather. This is another Carey, it looks like. Man, I mean, holy cow! That is just really unfortunate. Rose granite right in front of us. Definitely writing on the side. The downside of the rose granite, or this pink granite, is trying to read what's written on it. And I can see better in the viewfinder than in front of me. Ooh, but here we go. Oh, I can read from the side. Byron O. White, first line. 1848, 1909. Can't read the rest of it though. So I see that name, last name White, at the top of this side as well, but I can't read the rest of it. So that's unfortunate. No writing on this side. And no writing on that side. Alright. Let's continue down. This is the Heath family. Kind of an interesting bucket there. They may want to consider getting a new plant holder, especially since this one is all cracked. Well, we see that Sandra M. died in 2013, and these other folks are still with us, so that's good. I love the look of this stone. I think those are lilies, right? Beautiful. I just love that whole look. And it's still readable, which is even better. This is Thompson. Samuel. July 1886, age 61 years, 8 months. Can't read the rest of it that much. I do love the urn on top. I think that's a lovely piece. I can see though that this, I'm not sure if it was moved or not right here, but hopefully the fact that it's on a rock, hopefully it will stay put. I see some pretty old headstones over there. We'll get over there in just a few minutes. It's supposed to be warmer in a couple of days and rain, so that should remove the snow, at least some of it. It's so interesting. This headstone is not square with the others. You can see it's on a diagonal compared to the rest of the headstones here. I see writing on this side and this side. How about the other side? Yep, writing over here too. Collins. I like when they have the name at the bottom, so when I can't read the rest of it, at least I can get an idea of the last name. And over here too. So all 4 sides, people are listed on here. So that's good. Whew. And all right, and here we have I am reminded of Here Lies Robinson. Not only is representing as Mr. Robinson lying here, but so is his headstone. I'm willing to bet this is an infant grave coming up, but the downside of the snow is we can't see it. Looks like another tombstone has fallen over here. Can you see that indentation like I do? Huh. All right. I see a little headstone peeking out right here. Holy cow. That's kind of insane. Looks like this family is Brian. Lots of little headstones around here. So that's always sad when I see children's headstones. I know you know that. You've watched a lot of my videos. It's still, I don't know. You finally see the cemetery blanketed in snow, and the dead, of course, are supposed to be asleep. So, there you go. It says right on this one. You can see that. I mean, I can see that too, so. So E.S. Wright died in 1940. His wife, A.C. Parmelli, died in 1950, and they were born the same year, 1872. Reverend John Chase died March 5, 1883, aged 77 years. Roxana, his wife, wife of Reverend John Chase, died January 11, 1887, in her 82nd year. United Methodist Clergy. How cool is that? I wonder how many of these people knew him. What does this say? I don't know what that says. Apologize for the sniffling. My nose is running because it's cold. There are definitely more graves here, and I'm going to finish this cemetery in the next video. So thank you so much for coming along with me. Here at the Old Methodist Church Cemetery, or the Old Methodist Cemetery here in Colchester, Vermont. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. Till I see you again, you have a great day. Thanks for coming along with me.